Hi, I'm Pervez Shalwani of Newsday, and this is Feed Me, the scoop on the Long Island dining scene. Today, we blaze a trail down Deer Park Avenue to see Babylon's evolving dining scene, get a lesson in wood-fired cooking in Sag Harbor, head west to tour a family-run pickle business, and finish with oysters in Greenport. First up, Babylon, and a 24-hour look at how the village eats. Once a quiet village on the South Shore, Babylon is in the midst of a food boom that has made the village restaurants and bars now a destination. What we found was dishes like poutine, craft cocktails, and the rarest of microbrews. Even Glen's Dinette, a longtime local favorite, has evolved with the times.
Glen's Dinette, it's all about the food, and it's all about the faces. There was a mom and a girl sitting at the counter. There was a businessman sitting next to the mom. I think she was a single mom with her daughter. Maybe she was 6 or 7 at the time. She spilt her chocolate milk all over this businessman. That's how they met, and they ended up getting married. And to this day, they're still married. I've heard people say they get divorced and they argue over who's going to be able to go to Glen's. It's too funny.
Don't miss the eggs and hash. Happy's version is made daily from scratch.
Corned beef hash and eggs. My mom inspired me. She said, make a really good corned beef hash. Keep it real, keep it true, and people will appreciate it and they'll come back for it again and again. Well, gee, was she right.
Tell me about what you're most proud of lately.
I had seen something somewhere else, and they were serving turkey on top of this waffle stuffing with gravy, and I thought that was fabulous. And I tried and kept getting stuck on the waffle iron. And one of my cooks in the kitchen suggested, why don't you just grill it? And it was absolutely nice and crispy and delicious and golden and brown. And he said, that'd be good with eggs. And you know, the cook, Arturo, he was right. It was delicious with eggs. I have people tell me now that they wake up in the morning dreaming of coming for the farmer's breakfast. And they're like, thank you for making the farmer's breakfast. And I just think it's such a hoot, you know? And it is really delicious. I come here every day. I see 300 to 600 of my friends every day, you know, and it's so, you know, we've seen kids grow up. We've seen kids come through here that now they have their own kids. Moms and dads, they sit at the counter with their kids all the time. It's an experience. You can't replace that. It's a special thing.
Among the recent additions is The Villager, a craft beer bar that rivals any in Brooklyn.
There you go, bro. You need anything else? Salt, pepper, ketchup? All good? Nice. Kill it, kid, kill it. I have lived in Babylon my whole life. The whole town is just, or the village has grown into like a whole new aspect of bars and restaurants. As weird as it is, at the end of the train, you know, train lines is Babylon. So, you know, the only people that were ever on that line were people that lived in Babylon. But now it's become like, you know, you have everywhere. You get Massapequa, you know, you get Babylon, Lindenhurst, Copiague. You get people coming from all over just to come to Babylon for our bars, restaurants.
I come here because like the atmosphere is very laid back. The food is delicious, and there's a great variety of different beers on the menu. If you're craving a beer, this is the best place to go to.
Yes, I'm drinking pink beer. Thoughts? Tastes like a Big Mac, right? Tastes like a Big Mac.
The Big Mac, you only get one slice of cheese. We weren't having that. We decided to give them another piece. Sure. And we made everything in-house fresh. So basically a high-end version of one of everybody's favorite sandwiches.
As good as any bar in Brooklyn, the food speaks to your youth. The beer would entertain any craft beer fan for a night or 3.
Saturdays are so busy, you don't really get a chance to talk to people. Like, I can honestly tell you for 12 hours, it's just mayhem. It's busy, you get full bar, full restaurant. You know, you don't even have a second to think. You know, you'll run into people, go, oh, you know, how was Saturday? And you don't even know you ran into them. So, but that's what Babylon's become.
I always call it my bubble because I grew up out in Southern California. We have the beach right there, the city over there, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. I'm always in awe when I pull up and it's just, people will be told an hour and a half for a table and they grab some beers and they run into people that they know and they hang out.
Their margaritas are fantastic.
Tell us about DPA.
It was no longer racing, it was more like let's go out and have drinks. He's got a mom car now.
Can't just be the margaritas on tap, right? We asked Swell Taco owner Brooke why Babylon fell in love with their taco joint.
The restaurants that were in Babylon before we hit the scene, it was like you had to put on, you know, a pair of high heels or, you know, it was more of like a finer dining experience. This is just more relaxed, chill, fun, come as you are, hang out, have some good food. And ever since we've opened, there's more kind of casual fun types of places you could go to, like the Villager and the Brixton, and I think that overall it's a lot more happening.
On weekend nights, even Tortofina, the local bakery, stays open late. Here, you'll find playful sweets like the kitchen sink cookie and decadent layer cakes, including this reinforced chocolate version.
We started really focusing these craft beers on trying to like blow up these beers and make all these crazy flavors, and we kind of got a little bit away of actually trying to get what you should be the light beer and actually focus on having nice and full flavor in something that's still not crazy.
I don't know. What are we making?
We did Chamomillionaire. So obviously my entire menu, at least the first menu that we do in the winter, is all based off 90s hip hop. It's chamomile infused, Dolan Blanc vermouth, black dirt bourbon, which is a bourbon from upstate New York, pomelo juice, which is, if you don't know pomelo, pomelo is like a grapefruit orange hybrid.
The brains behind the Brixton's wacky cocktail list, Bill, looks to stand out with his liquor creations.
I'll probably forget everyone's name, but I'll remember the drink that you like every time. I'm never going to forget the drink that you like, you know? It's always going to be up here. This menu is a big Trojan horse. I'm coming in with something a little bit easier, and then we can build upon that from there, you know? This craft cocktails is very new here, you know? So this is a nice, I think, easy, sessionable menu. And now, going forward, we can start implementing more and more and more and more. I grew up here. Like, I've lived here my entire life. I've worked here my entire life. Like, it's really important that this becomes something that is as accessible on the island as it is in Manhattan.
In Babylon now, Wednesday is the new Friday because it's just, there's too many places now that you want to be a part of. You want to skip having to cook dinner. People come here and they love it, and I couldn't be more grateful or blessed or thankful, really. It's awesome.
The night in Babylon winds down. Last call is 4 a.m. The last LIRR train will soon rumble out of town. Soon, morning commuters will fill the dark, tired air of Babylon, and Glen's will fill the void with breakfast and pie.
Myself as a cook, I couldn't complain. I mean, I'm open for breakfast and lunch, and I'm home for dinner every night. So it's really a good lifestyle. If you're doing something right, then the rewards will come. You know, like they say, right is rain. If you put your heart in the right place and you're filling a need for somebody else, you know, for the customers, then how could you go wrong?
Vision for the restaurant is based on wood fire cooking, wood fire oven and wood fire grill. Most of the dishes are touched by the flame or smoke. We try to not overpower it, still want the ingredient to shine. Casual atmosphere, very based on the local. Most important for my kitchen, I would say my crew is the most important, and then now I will say the wood, because the wood is I'm in the wood business. Let's say it like this. Favorite secret ingredient, I would say more local ingredient. Cauliflower is one of our best seller here because of the wood oven. And then all the seafood, I guess. The squid is one of my favorite also.
My grandfather was looking for a new career, a new way to make money in 1953, and he decided to buy a small peddler pickle business in the Canarsie Market in Brooklyn. And so it started off as a small operation. It evolved to what it is today, which is manufacturing of food service, mostly for our own label and private label. So it's 3 generations now. So now my cousin Ron and I are set to take over from my father and my uncle, Ron and Nick as well. And so it evolved from a small operation that was provincial to New York, classic, you know, basically servicing delis, German delis, Jewish delis, having a little like pickle stand, diners, stuff like that, to where we brought another kind of pickle in. My father and my uncle brought the kosher dill pickle, which was made in buckets. Before that, it was all like wooden barrels and like huge kegs. And now our next stage is to try to gear more towards retail, and we've launched retail line. But most of what we make is the refrigerator pickle, the kosher dill. Put the flavored vinegar brine in, and then you let it sit.
Little Creek Oysters is located in Greenport, New York. We're right on the water in a 135-year-old bait shack that we are proud to be stewards of. And what we do is we have an oyster farm ourselves, but we love to show off all the oysters from different farmers throughout Long Island. We have so many small bays and estuaries that surround our islands, and each of those different areas will generate an oyster that tastes a little bit different. Even some as short as a mile or two from each other may have a taste difference. We will let people shuck their own oysters. We teach a lot of shucking lessons. We'll bring you a big bucket of oysters and some knives and gloves, and we have some secret tricks and tools, and we try and get you in and out in the same condition you came in. One of the most fulfilling things for me has been seeing people who return over and over again with an ever-growing group that they're bringing, you know, to share that kind of communal experience.
Thanks for watching Feed Me. For more great island eats, go to newsday.com/feedme. And for more episodes of the show, watch us on your computer, Apple TV, Roku, or any mobile device when you download the Newsday app.